What's up, people? How you guys doing, man? I know I was dying to make a video for a while, so I make this video just to make this prediction for Payback, which is coming today at June 1st at 12:11 at midnight. So I'm a little excited about that. And just gotta say, man, just making a few predictions. I did saw bits of SmackDown. I saw the Shield promo, which was great, and so it did build up between them. So I'm gonna kick off the prediction with the Shield versus Evolution. I say the Shield win. You know, just based on what happened on Raw, it does build momentum for them to win, and I think it's gonna go down to Reigns and Triple H, where the feud originally started. And so I don't know if it was to happen that they're gonna do the triple powerbomb with Triple H or Batista through the table. So who knows what could happen from there? But I'm going for the Shield to win. I think that would be a great tear the house down. That would just completely sold the show so well. And yes, to talk about the main event first. So that's what I'm here to talk about. So the Shield wins. So based on the contract signing, I think they're gonna build momentum from there. So I think this would still steal the show very greatly. So I gotta say to that. Next match we had is Sheamus versus Cesaro. I think Cesaro's gonna win. I think it makes sense for him to get the momentum from when he was the United States champion. So what I gotta say to that is, Cesaro I think is on a great run after winning the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, and the fact that he became a Paul Heyman guy right from left field. And Zeb Coulter, he said quite the same thing with what kind of guy are you, and he's a Paul Heyman guy. So I think this is a chance for him to continue building and rising to the main event that everyone was hoping for. So that's what I gotta say to that. The next person we had was his Intercontinental Bad News Barrett versus RVD. Bad News Barrett's gonna get the win, as much as we like to see RVD become the winner of the Intercontinental Champion, much as I like to see him win another Intercontinental Champion, much as he can make the mid card so relevant and so prestige, even though he was in the main event before. That the momentum he had from the main event could bring credibility to the mid card. But I think Wade Barrett does need the win to extend his title reign and continue his gimmick a lot more further. So with Bad News Barrett, I gotta say to that. So hopefully could lead him feuding with Rusev, as much as I want to see Swagger and Zeb Coulter feud with Rusev, but I don't think that's gonna happen from there. So speaking of that, I'm thinking there's going to be a Swagger versus Rusev match. It could be filler, but if they can show it off where it's not complete filler, I'll be intrigued about it. But I'll watch it anyway, because I tend to be glutton for punishment. So I could say that Adam Rose is getting the win because of his debut. I'm tired of Swagger just tanking matches, which it's hard to believe, and making Zeb Coulter look like a fool, in my personal opinion. But as much as I want to see Swagger win, I think Rose is going to pull this one to build up his momentum in WWE, especially with him debuting. So that's what I like to say to that. Next match, we have the Divas title. Divas champion Alicia Fox versus Emma. Versus Paige. I'm sorry. I think Paige is going to win. I think the momentum for Alicia Fox is too unnecessary. She should have beat Emma. I didn't know why she didn't pin Emma after doing a vicious scissors kick on the apron and made Emma kick out. This is stuff we should expect from Paige. I'm sorry, but that should have been a 3 count. I mean, this is stuff that fans can't get sold on if she can't do it to a person who was nowhere near the number one contender's title shot, especially towards Emma. So, other than that, Alicia Fox does prove to be a threat to be number one contender regardless. But, hopefully she does get built up. But I'm hoping Paige wins. That way we can have AJ return. So hopefully AJ can end her consecutive no-show after dropping the title. So I'm intrigued what happens from there, because if Alicia Fox wins, then she's got a feud with Emma or one of the Total Divas, which is going to feel like it's AJ all over again. So that's what I got to say to that, quite frankly. So that's what I got to say. It's going to be not much of a throw, but Bray Wyatt versus John Cena, which I did forget to mention, the last man standing match. John Cena is winning this one hands down, and I think what happened on Monday does build momentum for John Cena to storm in the Payback and continue to get his win and get his revenge. So I'm thinking that's like kind of the direction they're going from there, quite frankly. So what I gotta say to that is John Cena's winning this one. He has continuous fire. Hopefully the match does build story for Sunday and it doesn't start slow or any of that stuff they did at the Royal Rumble, which fans can't be sold into because of stuff like that. Hopefully the match transition momentum for what happened on Monday and probably on Friday Night SmackDown, which I don't think I catch yet, but from Monday Night Raw, they could build momentum from there. So that's what I gotta say to that. So yeah, that's anything else I missed. I don't know why I didn't, but yeah, what I gotta say that hopefully I did got everything on the show. But the Hornswoggle and El Torito match, I'm not really interested in because we all know El Torito is going to win. Hornswoggle's going to be bald. Whoop-de-doo. So he grew all his hair just to set that up. It doesn't interest me at all. It just looks a little bit of a ridicule, to say the least. So I'm not thrilled about it at all. So that's what I got to say to that. So other than that, that's my video. And I know the Payback prediction is really short. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. And if I did forget anything, like I said before, let me know. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace out. Oh yeah, forgot one thing. Daniel Bryan has to sacrifice the title or sacrifice his wife's career. So that's what I basically got to say to that is give up the title. The pay-per-view does feel empty from what I heard, and I felt like as if he does need to drop the title. So quite frankly, I feel like as if he does need the title to get an active champion. But either if that was to happen, then they could have did a no one's contender match. Because the fact that this could be the first pay-per-view they didn't even have a world title match could still set a question that I don't know when's the last time we had a pay-per-view without a world title match. Probably TLC in 2012. And yeah, TLC 2012 they didn't have a world title match, and then the show still did well, but I can't remember. But the main event with the Shield versus Ryback and Team Hell No still made wonders. So that's what I gotta say to that. And then they had John Cena versus Ziggler. Oh yeah, it was WWE World Heavyweight Champion, but the first time we didn't have any world title matches because we probably had a world champion match somewhere around, but I can't remember who's the world champion other than Big Show and Sheamus. So that's what I gotta say to that. So one thing I could have say, it did sold me well, but other than that, Daniel Bryan should give up the title. But I don't know what we do if he makes a surprise on Payback. I don't want to say the exact surprise because we don't know what's to happen. But I don't think Brie's gonna get fired, especially with her being on Total Divas. But I don't know. It's not building any momentum for Brie. It's kind of like hurting her momentum as much as that they could use that as a leverage to push Brie Bell and make her so credible. I don't know, October, November of 2013, fall 2013, I was sold into her, but now it's a point where she has to be fighting for the title if they're already going to push her that far and make her to a point where she's credible. Even though Paige has the title, I think they need to get her that point somewhere. So that's what I got to say to that. So this is my official Payback prediction, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace out. Officially.